Reynolds? IIB. I'd like to speak with you about Brad Barrett.
I really don't have time for this. I have a meeting in a few minutes.
Oh, keep it brief.
Please, let's stay warm.
Why did you leave Barrett Properties?
I had some differences with one of the principals.
Barrett?
I can't say.
This is a house of cards, Levinson.
You said your piece. Now go.
Levinson.
I won't confirm that it was Levinson, but I won't deny it either.
What was the issue between you and Jay Levinson?
I'm sorry. I've already said too much.
If you're withholding information relevant to this investigation, we can charge you with obstruction.
Levinson manages a hedge fund holding over $500 million. He bought a big stake of Barrett Properties and paid for it in units of his fund. If his fund tanks, then Barrett Properties tumbles like a house of cards.
But his fund didn't tank.
No, quite the opposite.
These figures just don't add up. No fund can perform that well.
In my experience, if something is too good to be true, it probably is.
It wasn't Barrett who was too good to be true, it was Levinson.
Did you tell Victoria Chan about Levinson's investment scheme?
I may have leaked a file or two before I signed my NDA. She was convinced that Barrett was guilty of some financial impropriety, but he was simply oblivious. I said just as much to another journalist, just this morning.
Who's the other journalist?
Tia something.
Tia Tremblay. What did you tell her exactly?
She said she was working her way down a list of investors, looking for dirt on Barrett. She asked me about Levinson, and I said he was worth talking to. I think he was next on her list.
Dev, we need a location for Tia.
Her cell's off, or maybe she's just not taking my phone calls right now.
Okay, I'll triangulate her phone and get her 22.
As quick as you can, Dev.
Hey, guys, I finished my little project, and you're never gonna guess who Victoria's expose was about.
We know. Jay Levinson.
Way to steal my thunder, Michelle. Thank you. But here's something you may not know. Victoria drilled down deeper into Reynolds' suspicions and found out that Levinson's hedge fund was just a giant Ponzi scheme. Now, some of the companies that are investments aren't even real companies. And a high-visibility investor like Barrett's, it makes the whole thing look real.
Okay, so Levinson would have been ruined. He was the one who bribed Donovan to change the story.
Yeah, but that wasn't enough, so he had to tie up loose ends. So first goes Victoria, and then Donovan.
Which explains why I didn't read guilt off Barrett. He didn't do it.
We're gonna need Levinson's address.
I already have that. He's staying at a suite in Barrett's hotel.
She could be with Levinson right now.
We don't know that, Toby.
She has no ID. He's the killer.
Hi, I'm Tia Tremblay. I'm a friend and colleague of Victoria Chan. I'm following up on some research she did for a recent article about Brad Barrett. May I come in?
Of course. Always eager to meet with the press.
Right.
Tia, pick up.
Guys, I triangulated Tia's phone. Bad news. She's inside the hotel.
Give me hotel security, please. I'm gonna get them to search the hotel, see if they can find her. Come on. Come on.
You caught me in the middle of a late lunch. Some wine?
No, thank you.
Okay, now, I haven't had the pleasure of meeting Miss Chan, but I understand she was quite the journalist.
Is. She's still alive.
Forgive me. Poor choice of words. Did read her piece on Barrett, though. Have to say, more bark than bite.
You know, I agree. I think there was more to that story. I think that Victoria was onto something much bigger.
Really? I'd be fascinated to hear what grand mystery Victoria was onto.
There are some rumors that some of the investors are dissatisfied.
Dissatisfied with what, exactly?
Well, I'm supposed to be asking the questions, Mr. Levinson. Is it true that there's been some dissension among Barrett's investors?
You've been talking to Reynolds.
I can't divulge my sources.
Of course not. But I interrupted you. You were about to share with me what Victoria had uncovered.
You need to come with us. Take us to Levinson.
Still nothing from Tia.
You seem reluctant to share with me.
You seem anxious to know.
Anxious, not anxious, just curious.
I have an emergency.
Really? I haven't answered your questions.
You did, and I have to go. I need to go. Now?
Really? I'm still curious, though. I'd really love to know what was so terribly important to Victoria that she'd throw herself from a fourth-floor window.
How did you know it was the fourth floor? I don't remember that being reported anywhere.
I suppose I found out some other way.
Thank you for speaking to me, Mr. Levinson. I have to go now.
Oh, it's so soon. I think that you and I should just talk a little more.
No.
Thank you. It's Tia.
Drop the knife!
Can't do that.
Put the knife down or I put you down.
I've seen my partner drop people from twice as far away.
Yeah, well, I'm calling her bluff.
You don't want more blood on your hands, Levinson.
What is this? The part where you talked me off the ledge?
We know about Victoria.
You can't buy me off like Patrick.
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah. You don't know anything.
We know about Patrick Donovan, too. You were waiting for him in Hyde Park. You shot him. And the gun? We found the gun in a garbage at the entrance to the park. It's over. Let her go. At the count of 3, or my partner's gonna drop you. 1, 2.
Turn around. On your stomach, now.
You all right?
You fully tackled the guy.
Okay, so what you're saying is you brought him to a knife fight?
Tia was the star of the show. Really, she
So you brought a Tia to a knife fight?
Yeah.
The gun was recovered from the garbage can. Thank you, Toby, as you predicted. It was a black market piece. The serial numbers were ground off, but a partial print on a chambered bullet matches Levinson's.
Hey, what's going on with Barrett?
Well, Levinson's accounts have been frozen. His assets have been seized. As he falls, so goes the whole house of cards. Barrett's empire will tumble.
Couldn't happen to a nicer fellow.
Shame.
And, guys, good job.
You keeping vigil?
Relief is on the way. Her parents have just landed from Shanghai.
How is she?
Well, the surgeon says with intensive therapy, she should recover.
It's great.
Yeah. It'll be a long road, but if anyone can do it, she can. She's a fighter. She heard me.
You feel better?
Yeah, much better, thank you.
Good.
So Toby, this is kind of weird, but you said when you were talking Levinson down, you said something about the gun.
Yeah. What's weird about that?
You knew it was in the garbage.
Yeah, I know the area. It just seemed like the most logical place for you to dump the gun.
So you're saying you bluffed?
I bluffed.
That accurately?
I'm that good.
So what do you really do for the IIB? Just bluff? Do you really read faces? Can you tell me what I'm thinking right now?
You want a coffee? Black, 2 sugars?
Not even close. I was thinking that my boyfriend is going to take me out for a really nice dinner tonight.
See? I'm not that talented.
Oh, no.
Okay.